Your seat. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to our 4th day of our homecoming celebration week. Yes, exactly. It has been a spectacular week, and we are so excited. The week has been packed with so many different things, and we're filled with anticipation for tomorrow's game day, the Powder Puff game, Ultimate Frisbee, and of course, the homecoming football game. I want to take a quick moment to just welcome our guests who are here for the members of their family who are on the homecoming court. But before we begin today's homecoming court presentation, let's start our time together with a word of prayer. Gentlemen, I know that we have some fun costumes, but if you could just take a moment, please remove your hats and let's pray together. Father God, we come before you today to celebrate the students chosen by their peers to be represented on the homecoming court. I pray that you would calm any nerves these young men and women may have as they walk forward today, God. I pray, Father, and ask in addition that you would continue to bless the entire student body here at TKA and allow each student to know that they are here for a reason and a purpose. Lord, we lift up this day to you, and we pray that we can continue to have fun and fellowship together. I pray that each student on this campus might know you, God, and know salvation through your Son, Jesus. And I pray that your Spirit will continue to fill us with your love for one another, and that we would see and value one another. God, continue to bless this school. Help us to seek your wisdom and honor you in all that we do. Amen. And now, for the moment that you've all been waiting for. It is my distinct privilege to introduce you to the 8 young ladies and 7 young men who will make up the 2022-2023 homecoming court. Each candidate is a senior and was nominated by the members of their class. Each student in grades 9 through 12 will vote for his or her choice for homecoming king and queen during 3rd period. The king and queen will be crowned at the end of the homecoming football game on Friday night. I would ask that you greet each member of the homecoming court and their escort just as enthusiastically as you have these 2 individuals, but also with respect. Then we'll give our attention to the presentations that will be the video presentations. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you officially to our first and second member of the 2022 homecoming court, Ms. Ruby Jane Freeman and Mr. Jensen Gordon Smile. Ruby is the daughter of Terrence and Kimberly Freeman of North Palm Beach. She is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 4 years. Ruby has been an active member of the orchestra for 4 years. She is also in Math National Honor Society, Tri-M Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, serving as liaison, National English Honor Society, serving as vice president, National Social Studies Honor Society, serving as president, and the National Honor Society, serving as president. She has been in Key Club for 4 years and has been on the varsity swim team for a year. She is currently serving as conservatory prefect. Ruby is escorted this morning by Mr. Jensen Gordon Smile. Jensen is the son of Julian and Andrea Smile of Wellington. He is 17 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 4 years. Jensen has been in symphonic band and regiment for 4 years. He is a member of the National Honor Society, National Social Studies Honor Society, and Tri-M Honor Society. He is serving as Sergeant at Arms of the Florida Law Honor Society, Vice President of the Spanish National Honor Society, Vice President of Science National Honor Society, and Secretary of the National English Honor Society. Jensen has also been on the cross-country and track team for 3 years.
For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Ruby Freeman. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Ruby Freeman. I first want to say a huge thank you to the senior class for nominating me onto homecoming court. That was super cool. I'm still pretty stunned and I appreciate it a lot, so thanks. Next up, Jensen. Thank you for being my excellent escort. I honestly couldn't picture myself here with anyone else, and I'm proud to be a part of Juby. Also, thank you to my family and all my teachers for supporting me throughout my years at King's. Just to list a few, Miss Gay, Mrs. Candelosi, Mr. Stewart, Mrs. McQueenie, Mr. Prenti, Mrs. Kolar, and obviously a bunch of others. Guys, there are so many good ones, narrowing it down was really tough. The mentorship and encouragement I've received from these amazing people has honestly changed my life. So one piece of advice I'd give to all the underclassmen watching is to be willing to learn from your teachers outside of whatever you're doing in class. I mean, your grade is one thing, but these guys can help you in all kinds of other ways too. So that's my little tidbit. Moving on to some shout outs. Of course, I have to thank my lunch table people, Emily, Maddie, Emma, Bianca, Eva Rose, Bella, Luke, really all of you guys. You're all so wonderful, and I'm really glad we're friends. Orchestra, you guys are always amazing. It's been really cool seeing this group grow, and even though our room is still literally half of a closet, I think we've done some pretty special stuff. For example, Corchestra, mock trial court plus orchestra. It's great. Also, if there are any cellists in the audience, please join us. We've grown, but not that much. If anybody's waiting to reveal their hidden talent for playing the cello, now would be the time. To the swim team, it was awesome being team manager, don't get me wrong, but it feels good to race this year. I'd say I got promoted. Thank you for all the bucket ball, tough practices, early mornings, and all around amazing friendships. And to everyone else, the film crew, my sister Brooke, my cousins Kate and Emma, my fellow prefects, miscellaneous friends that didn't fit into any of those categories, thanks for everything, and I will wrap this up so that we can get on with the rest of the videos. I think mine is up first since it's in alphabetical order, so have mercy on me, I'm probably very nervous down there. Be sure to vote for Juby, and have a great day, TKA!
Hey everyone, this is Jensen Smile, and I want to start off by saying this video has been a thing I've been dreading, but it's the only pathway to getting out of school to go to Sato's, so I'll have to get through it and try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. My one piece of advice for you all today is to appreciate every moment in high school, because it only happens once in your life, so you should enjoy it while it lasts. Every morning when you wake up for school, instead of telling yourself that you have to go to school, instead tell yourself that you get to go to school, especially a school as great as ours. First, I want to start off by thanking my amazing escort Ruby for being here with me today. We've only known each other for less than a year, but I can confidently say my life is better off with you in it. I'm proud to be a part of Juby with you. I also want to thank my mom and dad for always supporting me in everything I've done, as well as the rest of my family for doing the same. I love you all. Also, thank you to Mr. Lowe, Mr. Smith, Mr. Rivera, and the whole band for all the fun times we've had, especially all the great trips we've taken over the years. I'll never forget marching at Disney World for the first time, or the Jensen fan club cheering me on at every football game. I also want to thank Coach Mitchell, Coach Perry, and the cross-country team, because even though I was definitely not the best runner, I am undeniably the greatest team manager. Thanks for all the memories and the great nickname I got out of it, J Money. I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Beck for being the only reason I'm taking Calculus BC. That time when I just happened to be sitting next to you at Night of Jazz was one of the happiest moments of my entire life. Speaking of classes, I can't fail to mention last year's Spanish 4 class for being one of the best classes I've ever been in. Shout out to Mrs. Hodges for being one of my favorite teachers, as well as all my classmates. One of the many highlights of that class included producing one of the finest pieces of literature known to mankind, Marco Rubio, Strange Times, which I will gladly send the link to anyone who is interested in reading. Okay, now I'm going to start listing names, and if you're not on this list, I'm sorry in advance. There's not enough time in the day, and if I could, I'd thank everyone who I've spoken to even just once, because I've really enjoyed getting to know all of you. Okay, here we go. My friends since day one, Alex. My gym buddy, Michael. My lunch table, Zeb, Colton, Ben, Paulo, Julian, Jack, Thomas, Steven, and CJ. Gone to Texas, but not forgotten. And then, in no particular order, Celia, Kate, Emma, Brooke, Hadia, Amanda, Paige, Madison, Lauren, Hannah, Feeney, Winnie, Jaden, DeBomi, Josh, Brennan, Aiden, Derek, and Ashton. And last but not least, I want to thank everyone who voted me onto the court. It's an honor, and I really appreciate it. Well, I think that about covers it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to vote for Juby, and have a great day, TKA.
The third member of the 2022 Homecoming Court that I would like to introduce to you this morning is Miss Madison Violet James. Madison is the daughter of Robert and Nicola James of West Palm Beach. She is 17 years of age and attended the King's Academy for 13 years. Madison is escorted this morning by Mr. Maximo Armando Toledo. Max is the son of Cecilio and Shannon Toledo of Wellington. Madison has played on the varsity soccer team for 5 years and is currently serving as captain. She is also on the varsity bowling team this year. Madison was on student council her junior year and has been a member of Key Club for 2 years and Robotics Club for 3 years, serving as president for 2 of those years. She has been a member of the National Social Studies Honor Society 2 years, Spanish National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, and National Technical Honor Society for 3 years. Madison has also been a member of the National English Honor Society 3 years, where she served as a secretary for a year. Science National Honor Society 3 years, where she served as treasurer a year and secretary a year. And National Honor Society 3 years, where she served as vice president of scholarship for 2 years. Madison is currently serving as academic prefect.
Hi guys, I'm Madison James and I'm so honored to be on the homecoming court this year. Hi guys, I'm Madison James and I'm so honored to be on the homecoming court this year. Thank you to my class for voting me on, and thanks to my escort Max. I really appreciate you walking with me. I've been at King's since kindergarten, I'm an OG, and I've cherished my time here. I love the community here at King's because of all the great people I've met. Even if we aren't besties, we can see each other in the hallways and say hi or just talk in our classes. There's so many people here that I love and I'm going to miss. I can't believe I made it all the way to senior year. I can remember chilling in 9th and 10th grade and having to adjust to the realities of junior year. Here's a tip for you underclassmen, and even seniors too. Try your best to stay organized. Not everyone's organization looks the same, but it's okay. I promise it'll help you through high school and well into life. That's one of my biggest takeaways. Also, don't be afraid to talk to people. I know some people are more quiet, but people can't get to know if you don't talk to them. The main thing is to just step out of your comfort zone. You never know where you'll end up. I decided to join the varsity bowling team this year, and now I've made relationships with new people, and if I say so myself, I'm one of the top scorers. I'm looking forward to after graduation and moving on to the next phase of my life. I'm so excited for all that this year has to bring, and I'm embracing the fun of senior year. I couldn't have gone through these years without my support system. I want to thank my parents and the rest of my family for supporting me every step of the way. I have some amazing teachers here, but some of my favorites are Mrs. Stack. I learned to appreciate the queen she is after I survived the first quarter of junior year. Mr. Beck, his dad jokes make his class that much better. Mr. Henning, he taught me for 2 years and I loved every second of them. Mr. Davis and Mr. Headley, they made the engineering program what it is, and they always encouraged me in my future. Mrs. Martin, I'll never forget when I had her as a teacher, and I'm so glad to be in her advisory this year. And last but not least, Coach Lee. I didn't forget him, and he made one of study hall one of my favorite classes. Thanks to my friends for being my biggest cheerleaders. Shout out to Sarah and Emma Scalisi for being 2 of my closest friends. Also to Sarah, you're a real one from day one. To Olivia, Kate, and Emma Good, I'm so glad I've grown closer with you guys this year. All my other friends, you know who you are. Much love. Shout out to the girls soccer team. I've been on the team since 8th grade and I love all my girls on the team. And especially a big thanks to Coach Bree for supporting me. Shout out to the girls bowling team and Coach Mo. I'm so glad I joined this year. And finally, a shout out to Cal PC class, especially Lauren, Jensen, Zeb, Alex, and Luke. And don't forget Sarah. Anyways, thank you to the class of 2023 for this opportunity.
Violet James. The 4th member of the homecoming court is Miss Michaela Martin. Michaela is the daughter of Jason and Mackenzie Martin of Loxahatchee. She is 17 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 4 years. Michaela is escorted this morning by Mr. Jackson Broward Worley. Jackson is the son of Tim and Lisa Worley of West Palm Beach. Michaela has been an active member of the conservatory for 4 years in both vocal and theater, and is currently serving as theater captain. She has been a member of the National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Tri-M Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society for 3 years, and a member of the National Social Studies Honor Society for 2 years. She has served as a TKA ambassador for 3 years and has been on Key Club for 4 years. Michaela is currently serving as a Global Ambassador Chair and Spiritual Life Prefect.
Hey guys, my name is Michaela. First of all, thank you seniors for voting me onto court, and thank you Jackson for being such an awesome escort. You guys probably know me as the person who won't shut up in class, the girl who screams hi whenever she sees you, or the classmate who pretty much calls everyone either babes, queen, or king. I'm not sure all of you are that interested to hear what I have to say in this 3-minute video, but you're missing class right now, so enjoy it. Take a nap if you need. I'm not offended. Anyways, I've been asked to give advice to underclassmen in this video, but honestly, the advice I want to give is for literally anyone, so seniors, you can listen to this too. Number 1 is this: confidence is key. You can't expect people to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Number 2, don't worry about what others think. I know this is easier said than done, and none of us do it perfectly, but it is so life-changing. Don't let something as unimportant as someone's opinion limit you. Number 3, and most important, prioritize your relationship with Christ. He is the only friend that will never fail you and the only one that is able to give you a life of purpose. A relationship requires work from both sides. God is doing the work for his side of that relationship. You need to do the work for yours. My relationship with Christ has made my life so wonderful and joy-filled, and I know it can do the same for you. And now for shout-outs. First of all, to my fam, Dad, Mom, Kylie, Ashlyn, Logan, and Lydia. You guys are my world and the most important people in my life. I love you more than I can express. To my amazing boyfriend, Matthew Summers, thank you for not only being ridiculously handsome, but also for being a person with great character. To the most amazing staff on this campus, Mr. and Mrs. Bartz, Mrs. Kolar, my Aunt Julie, Mr. Stewart, Queen Stack, Prof. Kearns, Mr. Lowe, Mr. Schnack, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Loveland, Mrs. Hoskins, and so many others. Thank you for making this school an amazing place to come to every day. To my school mom, Mrs. Martin, you are a queen and I love you so much. Your sidekick, Mr. Martin, is pretty cool too, I guess. No, but in all seriousness, Mr. Martin, thank you for your fantastic leadership on this campus. I hope you never forget the time Mason and I beat you in foosball. To last year's homecoming queen and my literal queen, Olivia Higgins, I love you and miss you so much. To Gianna Cottaspati, the first friend I had on this campus and the one who is still by my side, thanks for being my bestie. Shout out to Anna, Kate, and Blake for being 2 of the funniest people I know. You guys make rehearsal a blast. To my queen, Macy Shipman, thank you for always encouraging me in my walk with the Lord. To my NHD gang, Madison and Sophia, you guys make it look cool to be smart. To Sarah and Emma, thanks for making apes interesting. To Lua, my Brazilian queen, and all the other international students on this campus, you guys are awesome. To my theater gang, y'all know who you are, and I love each and every one of you. And finally, thank you, Jesus, for saving me and loving me unconditionally. These last 4 years have been pretty awesome, and I can't wait for what's ahead. Thanks for listening, and have a great day, TKA.
I present to you again, Miss Michaela Noel Martin. The 5th and 6th members of the homecoming court being presented this morning are Miss Sophia Martinez Espina and Mr. Miguel Angel Martinez. Sophia is the daughter of Miguel Martinez and Carolina Ospina of West Palm Beach. She is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 4 years. Sophia is a member of the Spanish National Honor Society. Sophia is escorted this morning by Mr. Miguel Angel Martinez. Miguel is the son of Miguel Martinez and Carolina Ospina of Atlantis. He is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 4 years. Miguel has played on the varsity football team and varsity volleyball team for 2 years.
Buenos dias, students and faculty of the King's Academy. I hope you are all doing great and having an amazing start of your day, because let me tell you, I am freaking out. My name is Sophia, spelled with an F, not a PH. This is my 4th year at King's, and it is definitely one of the most hectic years. For starters, I would like to give a huge thank you to all of you who nominated me into homecoming court. You guys are really making my high school musical dream come true. I want to leave my underclassmen with some friendly advice. Don't procrastinate. Guys, trust me, the more you work ahead, the less breakdowns you'll have to go through. I'm speaking from 12 years of experience. Now for my favorite part of this speech, shout-outs. First and foremost, did you guys know I had a twin brother? His name is Miguel, and he's actually standing right beside me. On a serious note, Miguel, thank you for being my first headache and my built-in best friend. I know we have our rough patches, but at the end of the day, I love you with my whole heart. I kind of have to. Mami y papi, gracias por guiarme a ser la mujer que soy hoy en día. Los amo. Don't worry, I'll translate. Mom and Dad, thank you for guiding me to become the woman I am today. I love you guys so much. Along with my family, I would love to include my sweet boyfriend, who has drawn a smile on my face every day, especially the challenging ones. Te amo. The Riley sisters, including Ruby, thank you guys for never failing to make the simplest hangouts the funnest. I love you all. To my DSU lunch table, thank you for encouraging me to try new foods even if it does burn my mouth with spices. I love you guys. To Miss J's third period English nerds, thank you guys for making high school English so fun. To my future WNBA players, Soso, Nessa, Naomi, and Jade, thank you guys for always making me laugh until I'm on the floor. To my favorite classes, Women of Influence and Weight Training, you guys always find a way to embrace girl power. I adore it. Speaking of weight training, special shout out to Miss Layla Roberts for being my constant dance partner while doing reps. Sorry, Coach Smith. Love you. And how could I forget my rap partner and our masterpiece that was created last year? Yes, Sarah, I'm talking about you. To my school moms, Mrs. Bass, Mrs. Hodges, Mrs. Henry, Mrs. Johnson, thank you for always listening to my rants and advising me throughout the years. I love you guys. And to anyone else who I give a simple hug to or exchange a smile with every day, sincerely, thank you. You all make my days better. Forgive me, I only have 3 minutes. Lastly, I would just like to give a special thanks to God for getting me through the past couple years and staying by my side through it all. Well, that's all the time I have for today, I think. Wait, one more thing, guys. Vote for your favorite twins.
Hello everyone, it's Miguel. I'd like to start off by thanking my fellow classmates for voting me onto homecoming court. It's a great honor just being here and getting to share this moment with all of you. Now let's answer a few questions Ms. Kolar asked me to share with you guys. I've been at Kings for about 4 years. It means a lot to me to be on homecoming court. This year, one of my favorite memories is talking to Coach Evans about my interesting choice in undershirts as a freshman. I do look forward to graduating because I could finally sleep in a little bit more. I'd like to give some advice to the underclassmen. Challenge yourself, try to get better every day. Take some new classes, join a club, try out for a sport. The sky's the limit here at Kings. Now for a few shout outs. First off, I'd like to thank my parents for sending me to Kings and always working hard to give me a better chance in life than they did growing up, and showing me all the little tips to become a better person. Honestly, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be half the man I am today, and I truly love you guys for it. A shout out to my amazing sister. She's standing right next to me. She's really been there for me through it all and by my side through everything, and I mean everything. I truly love you, Sophie. Shout out to my teammates, football and volleyball alike. I love you guys, and the core memories that I've made with you will not be forgotten. I can't forget about my fellow men at sea. And lastly, to my beautiful girlfriend Lola, you've made me a better person, and the almost 2 years that I've been by your side, I can really say that I'm so happy that I got to meet you in Miss Henry's third period geometry class. I can't wait for what the future holds for us. Te amo, mi princesa.
I present to you again Ms. Sophia Martinez Ospina and Mr. Miguel Angel Martinez. The 7th and 8th members of homecoming court are Miss Paige Mana and Mr. Colton Richard Lawson. Paige is the daughter of Daniel and Charlene Mana of Wellington. She is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 14 years. Paige has been on the varsity swim team for 7 years and is currently serving as captain. She has been a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, and Math National Honor Society for 3 years. She has also been a member of the Science National Honor Society for a year. She has been a member of Key Club for 3 years, where she served as junior class director and is currently serving as treasurer. Paige is currently serving as a Titus II group leader, TKA ambassador, and athletic prefect. Paige is escorted this morning by Mr. Colton Richard Lawson. Colton is the son of Joshua Lawson and Devin Kane of Wellington. He is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 7 years. Colton has been on the varsity cross-country team for 5 years and varsity track and field team for 7 years, where he has served as team captain for 2 of those years on both teams. Colton holds the school record in 5 events. the 5K, 3200, 1600, 4x1600, and distance medley. He has been a member of the National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, and National Junior Honor Society. He is part of Key Club, Reasonable Faith Club, the Fishing Club, and Titus II groups.
Hey everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Paige Mana, also known as the girl who enjoys swimming sometimes. And the girl that's been in a knee brace longer than I've been in high school. I just wanted to start by saying thank you to all of my classmates who voted me onto the court. It's truly been an honor getting to know each and every one of you over my past 14 years at King's. Yeah, you heard that right. 14 years on this campus, and luckily, I've learned a few things that I get to share with you today. Number 1. Make at least one friend in every class because I know you're going to be absent and it's easier to ask them than look on campus. Number 2, be cautious of what you say to people because word spreads fast on this campus. Trust me, I know. Number 3, apply for leadership opportunities because more likely than not, you will get the position. Number 4, talk to your teachers. They are real people too, and most of them have great advice that can help you. My last piece of advice is that not every assignment matters. Of course, try in school and work hard, but one bad grade is not going to ruin your whole life. Failing every AP Calculus test may ruin my mood, but life goes on. Now for the part that everyone hates, shoutouts. First, shout out to my amazing parents and grandparents who have sacrificed so much for me to be standing here today. To my sister Kirsten, you may get on my nerves every single day, but I'm still forced to love you. And no, you can't have my clothes when I go to college. The next shout out goes to the weirdo cross-country kid standing next to me right now. I still don't know what to say when people ask me how we started dating, but I'm happy we did. Shout out to my girls and boys swim team. Special shout outs to Amanda, Maddie, Ava, Marin, Max, Noah, and all 3 of my amazing coaches. There's no chance I would still be swimming right now without you guys. For the teachers, shout out to Professor Kearns, Mr. Henning, Mr. O, Mrs. Kolar, Mrs. Stack, Mrs. Martin, and Mrs. Spina. Thank you all for being such amazing teachers who have taught me so much in and out of the classroom. Lastly, to my 2 troublemakers, Mia and Liv. You 2 are the most chaotic people to hold a conversation with, but also the only people that I fight with like sisters. That being said, I love you all so much, and I'm grateful to have each and every one of you in my life. Well, it looks like my time up here is running out, so happy homecoming and have a great day, TKA.
What's up, guys? I'm Colton, and I want to thank you all for voting me onto homecoming court this year. It's an honor to stand here in front of my peers and represent the class of 2023. Foremost, I want to thank some people. Coach Mitchell for teaching me that life is like a track workout that never ends, and Mr. Beck for showing me that math is not my calling. Additionally, I want to thank the people who still aren't sure I'm going to graduate, including my loving and supportive mother. If I want you to take anything away from this speech, remember to seek out hard things. If in this process of seeking out hard things, you find yourself becoming the tortured kind of person who likes to run for fun, it would be my honor to refer you to the cross-country team, which just so happens to consist of my 7 favorite people: Colton Lawson, Michael Castillo, Hudson Gates, Noah DeBomi, Timothy Gass, Taj Ruiz, and Derek. My favorite memory from my time at TKA was during track season last year. My abundantly generous girlfriend offered to drive me up to my state meet so I could relax in preparation for my race. But my meditation was abruptly interrupted when she crashed into a minivan going 60 miles an hour. Thank you to my wonderful escort, Paige Mana. I love Kings especially because of the people I shared my high school experience here with. Shout out to my dogs, Zebulon, John, Benjamin, Thomas, Stephen Fletcher, and my favorite freshman, Beltran. Some particularly impactful individuals would be my lunch table, my teachers, and my best bud, Michael Roberto. I would like to end with my favorite Bible verse, and one that has been impactful to me throughout my life. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Shout out to my manager, Jensen Smile.
I present to you again Miss Paige Renee Mana and Mr. Colton Richard Lawson. The 9th and 10th members of the homecoming court being presented this morning are Miss Macy Faith Shipman and Mr. Paulo Antonio Brown. Macy is the daughter of the late Christopher Shipman and Kristen Shipman of West Palm Beach. She is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 14 years. Macy has been on the varsity lacrosse team for 4 years, serving as captain 1 year, and has been on the varsity bowling team for a year. She served on student council 2 years and was student council president 1 of those years. She has been a TKA ambassador and served as an officer in both Key Club and Digital Media Arts Club. Macy is serving her 2nd year as ambassador chair and is currently serving as manager for the King's Corner and is the spiritual life prefect. Macy is escorted this morning by Mr. Paulo Antonio Brown. Paulo is the son of Dominic and Yanni Brown of Wellington. He is 17 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 9 years. Paulo has played on the varsity soccer team for 4 years and is currently serving as captain. He has been a member of FBLA for 3 years and served as a TKA ambassador for a year. He has been a member of Key Club for 4 years, serving as vice president, and is currently serving as his class's student council president for the 2nd year.
Good morning, TKA. Good morning, TKA. My name is Macy Shipman, and you're watching. Yeah.
We don't do the announcements anymore.
Wait, what?
This is the homecoming court. Yeah.
Homecoming court. Right, well, in that case, you can call me Macy or Mace, Big Mace, Mighty Mace, or any other Mace you guys can think of. But now you guys get to hear the luxury of me talking about myself for the next 2 minutes or so. Just kidding, not really. But I wanted to start off by giving a huge shout out to the one and only Mr. President Donald Trump. Oh, I meant Paulo Brown. Thank you so much for being my escort today. Wouldn't want to do it with anyone else, and maybe one day you'll beat me at pickleball. Anyways, now I thought I'd share a few words of advice with you guys since I've been at this school for about 370,061,400 seconds. But who's counting? Rule number 1, if you never want to wait in line again at lunch, hit up Crossroads first and then circle back around by the main course section. If all fails, pizza's probably your safest bet. Also, sitting outside is overrated. Number 2, when you're a senior, take Ms. Furtado's econ class. This is the most valuable class you will ever take. Rule number 3, get involved with something, whether it's a club, sports, joining a show. King's has so many things to offer. Special shout out to Mr. Prenti, Mr. King, Mr. DeMoss, and Mr. Forrester. You guys are the best teachers known to planet Earth. And rule number 4, talk to your teachers. They are the ones that will really get you through high school. Let's be honest, your friends are struggling just as much as you are. Last thing, shout outs, except this part's kind of boring, so here's a picture of everyone that has made an impact on my life. And thank you so much to my mom for sticking with me through thick and thin. I'm beyond thankful for the seed that you and Dad have planted in me to grow my own relationship with God. I know He's watching us every day. Love you, Dad. And thanks, Mason. Even though you won't be seeing this, you're cool too, I guess. Okay, I think I'm done now. So like a wise man once said, have a great day, TKA.
What's up, TKA? My name is Paulo Brown, and I want to first thank the senior class for voting me onto the homecoming corps and giving me such a privilege. Because of all you seniors, you've made my high school years unforgettable, which is probably another reason why the class of 2023 is the best class ever. Next, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for everything that He has done for me in my life. One of my favorite things about TKA is the Christian and family environment I experienced, no matter how many times the teachers and the faculty have to put up with me. My favorite high school memory is either playing Timon in The Lion King or visiting Miss Martin every period for some candy. What I look forward to the most about graduating is not wearing a belt every day, being able to stop using 23P Brown, and starting a new chapter in my life in college. My advice to all the underclassmen is to enjoy the years and make relationships with people, because the years go by faster than you think, and next thing you know, it's senior year. I didn't even expect to make it this far, but yet, here I am. Now it's time for some shoutouts. First, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for their support. Without you guys, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Shout out to my sister. You always claim you're better than me, but I now am on the homecoming corps, so you can't brag about that anymore, but I still love you. Shout out to the most influential teachers, Coach Lee, Miss Martin, and Miss Bell. Shout out to the guys, to Franco Cuomo and his beautiful sister. Shout out to the hungriest kid in the world, Austin Seppo. Shout out to Jackson, Caden, and Alex for always making me laugh. Shout out to the OGs, Brad and Turner. Shout out Zach for being the smartest kid I know. And shout out Miguel and his dad's delicious burgers. They are so good. And shout out to all the lovely ladies in my life and how you've all changed me. Thank you. And lastly, thank you to my beautiful escort, Macy. Thank you for always being with me all those years and constantly tutoring me in math. You look beautiful today. As the morning announcements would say, have a great day, TKA.
I present to you again Miss Macy Faith Shipman and Mr. Paulo Antonio Brown. The 11th member of the 2022 Homecoming Court is Miss Mia Lynn Van Alstein. Mia is the daughter of Brett and Ingrid Van Alstein of West Palm Beach. She is 17 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 12 years. Mia is escorted this morning by Mr. Evan Julian Machado. Evan is the son of Emilio Machado and Daime Valdez of Royal Palm Beach. Mia played on the varsity lacrosse team for 5 years. She has served as a TKA ambassador for 5 years and as a yearbook editor for 1 year. She has been a part of the Journalism Club and Line Ledger for 2 years and the Diversity Student Union for a year. She has been a member of the National Honor Society for 3 years, National English Honor Society, and Quill and Scroll Honor Society for 2 years. Mia has been a member of Key Club for 4 years.
Hey guys, if you don't know me, I'm Mia Van Alstein. To be completely honest with you, I have no clue how I got on here, but nonetheless, I just want to say thank you to everyone who voted me on. So I actually have been trying to write this speech for like a day, and it is already late. Sorry, Miss Caller, but I'm just going to settle on the thing that is most important to me here at TKA, and that's the people. I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible because I'm probably one of the last ones, and I know y'all are ready to go, so let's just get started. Thank you first to the one and only Evan Machado for being my escort today, and thank you for always being there for me and always making me laugh when I needed the most. Next to the Lax team, Lucy, aka Best Goalie on campus, Natalie, Gracie, Savvy, Trudy, JJ, Helena, and Sarah, and everybody else for literally everything from tears during conditioning week to our spring break trip to Busch Gardens. You all have really made all my years here worth it. And of course to the one and only Coach Brett Van Alstein, you are an amazing coach and an even better dad. Thank you for everything you do for me. I love you. And a big thank you to my boss mom, you're everyone's favorite Van Alstein, after your golden child, Sam, of course. Speaking of Sam, everyone knows you're going to be better at lacrosse than me considering you are my height at the age of 13, so just stop bringing it up. Anyways, moving along here, big thanks to all my teachers for doing so much for me and always pushing me to do my best. Especially Mrs. Spina, Professor Kearns, Miss Martin, and Miss Mapes, and Miss Elise. I miss you so much. Coach Smith, thank you for always looking out for me and my sister and pushing us every day. I literally want to be you when I grow up. Coach Hammy, thank you for always fixing me. I really appreciate you. And Kendall Purdy, you are pretty much our adopted family member at this point, and I know you are not here right now, but I'm forcing you to watch this video when it comes out because I'm so thankful for everything you've done for me. Huge thanks to Miss Kolar for literally putting all of this together. She does so much for the school, it's unbelievable. Big Mason Kate, thanks for always putting up with me and never failing to make me smile every day. I love you guys so much. Also for Paige, who I have known for a little over a decade now, and Liv, who I've known for just about 3 years. I don't know how all three of us got together, but you two make my everyday more fun. Miss Lockmiller is pretty much my second mom, and if you're looking for a fine arts credit, take your book, you won't regret it. So with all that said, people are the building blocks of Kings, and they made my time here so memorable. So get to know them. It would be a waste of time if you didn't. Thanks again, TK, for everything, and I'll see you later.
I present to you again Ms. Mia Lynn Van Alstein. The 12th member of the homecoming court being presented this morning is Miss Sophia Victoria Willingham. Sophia is the daughter of Dr. Timothy Willingham and Dr. Monica Flores of Wellington. She is 17 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 5 years. Sophia is escorted this morning by Mr. Austin James Nelson. Austin is the son of Christopher and Stacy Nelson of Palm Beach Gardens. Sophia has served as a TKA ambassador for 4 years and is currently serving as ambassador chair. She has been an elementary peer tutor for 2 years, a member of the robotics team and varsity mock trial member for 3 years, and is the assistant editor of the yearbook. Sophia has been a member of the Math National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, National Social Studies Honor Society, and Quill and Scroll Honor Society for 3 years. She has been a member of the National Technical Honor Society for 2 years, where she is serving as secretary, and Science National Honor Society for 3 years, where she is serving as president. Sophia has also been a part of the conservatory over the past 3 years.
Hey guys, my name is Sophia Willingham. And I first just want to say thank you to my senior class for voting me onto homecoming court this year. I've had so much fun the last 5 years with you guys, and I'm so grateful for all the amazing memories we have made together. We were told to give some advice to underclassmen, so I'm going to start with that. My first piece of advice would be to try new things, even if you embarrass yourself. I have had many embarrassing moments over the years, the most notable being my 8th grade role as a sour kangaroo. Please don't look it up. Even though I can never escape the show, thank you, Alstein, as I get reminded of it every single day of school, I met the most amazing people, and am grateful despite all the videos. I also messed up the national anthem in front of 400 people at a mock trial competition. Thankfully, no videos of that exist, and all eyewitnesses have currently graduated. Anyway, the point of all of that is even if you fail, it'll make a funny memory. My second piece of advice would be to get involved in as much as you can. I've had so much fun being in the law, engineering, and digital media art tracks at school, and I've met the best teachers in the process. While all the teachers I've had have been so amazing, there are a couple who really stand out. So shout out to Mr. Davis, who makes us do push-ups when we're late. Pretty sure Pankey's done over 100 by now. Mr. Headley, who I've had basically all 4 years of high school. Mr. Henning, who always keeps me entertained with stories about his hog. And Mr. Beck, for being the only person I've ever met who was in a math gang. Also, shout out to Miss Martin, Miss Lockmiller, and Queen Stack for always supplying the best candy and conversations. I also want to thank my mom and dad for being so helpful over the years, and my sister Izzy, who I miss so, so much. Go Gators. And lastly, I can't forget Alstein. Thank you so much for escorting me. I just want to thank all the classmates, friends, and castmates I've had the privilege of knowing over all these years. I wouldn't trade all the times we've had for anything. Well, that's about it. Have a great day, TKA.
I present to you again Miss Sophia Victoria Willingham. The 13th member of the 2022 Homecoming Court is Mr. Zebulon Kovach. Zeb is the son of Laszlo and Janine Kovach of Royal Palm Beach. He is 17 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 8 years. Zeb is escorted this morning by Miss Celia Maria Mason. Celia is the daughter of Chris and Marissa Mason of Wellington. Zeb was on the cross-country team for 3 years and on the track and field team for a year. He has been involved in theater for 4 years and is currently serving as conservatory prefect. He has also been in the Domino Engineering Program the past 4 years. He has been a member of the National Honor Society, serving as Vice President of Leadership, National English Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, where he has served as President and Treasurer, Tri-M Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Math National Honor Society.
Hey TKA, it's me, Zeb. I know Hey TKA, it's me, Zeb. I know it's exciting, but please, try to contain yourselves. But in all seriousness, I would like to take a moment to appreciate what the TKA community has given me, and how you all have changed my life. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be up here today, and making my year. I wouldn't be here without you, and TKA has really presented me with the tools I need to succeed. I mean really, look at that haircut. My favorite part about TKA has to be the theater company, as I have really found a family there, and I'm allowed to really express myself and my faith openly through performances. I cannot emphasize enough how much I love my fellow cast members. I will never forget any of the shows I have done here, and all of them are my favorite memories at TKA. Going forward, I am excited to see how everyone's futures develop, whether it be the seniors going to college, or the underclassmen rising to the top of the food chain like the hungry dogs they are. That's right, I said dogs. Being on the homecoming court shows me that I have a lot to appreciate. These foundational years have truly taught me a lot, but the most important thing is to pursue your passions and what you enjoy. You may start from the bottom, but if it's what you really want, you will succeed if you have patience and faith. Enough. It's time to pander to my audience. Thank you all for bringing me here. You all are amazing and very inspirational to everyone around you. I would love to get to know each and every one of you more personally. And if there's anything you need, you have someone in your corner. Now for the more specific pandering. First, I would like to shout out my girlfriend of 2.5 years, Celia. Thank you for being the most loving and supporting person in the world, and I love you very much. Next, I would like to shout out my friends, Colton, Julian, Michael, Jensen, Jack, Thomas, Ben, Steven, and Wyatt. I couldn't imagine what I would do without you guys. Thank you for being such great friends. Now to my theater friends, Beltran, Olivia Bass, Maddie, and everyone else who I have shared fun show experiences with. Mr. Peanut Butter's house, stay frosty. To the alumni who have influenced me in my time here, shout out to my teachers Mr. Schneck, Mr. Davis, and Mr. Beck, and any other teachers who have helped me learn. Shout out to the cross-country team and the track team. I miss you all. And finally, I would like to thank my family for loving me and giving me all the opportunities I have today. Thank you for listening, and have a great day, TKA.
I present to you again Mr. Zebulon Kovach. The 14th homecoming court member being presented this morning is Mr. William Bradley McPherson. Will is the son of Brian and Britton McPherson of Palm Beach Gardens. He is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 6 years. Will is escorted this morning by Miss Anna Kate Scroggins. Anna Kate is the daughter of Dr. Jimmy Scroggins and Kristen Scroggins of Royal Palm Beach. Will has been on the varsity basketball team for 5 years and the varsity volleyball team for 2 years. He has been a member of FBLA and Reasonable Faith chapter for 2 years and a member of the Hype Sports Marketing Club for a year. Will is also a member of the Math National Honor Society. He is currently serving as a TKA ambassador and athletic prefect.
What's up, TKA?
What's up, TKA?
My name is Will McPherson, and I'm honored to have been elected to the homecoming court in light of all the great guys that you could have chosen from in the senior class. It's extra special to me because both of the quality of the people on the court and because I'm escorted by my good friend, Anna Kate Scroggins, who's agreed to tolerate me for the week. My favorite thing about TKA is, in a word, you. All the students, teachers, administrators, all of you have a part in making TKA how awesome it is, and it would have been a very different and less fun high school experience if not for you, so thank you. I have a lot of high school memories to choose from, but one of my favorites has got to be spiking a volleyball so that it popped in one of my very first games as a volleyball player. It was pretty awesome. Speaking of volleyball, the number one thing I'm looking forward to after graduation is chilling out and having a fun summer playing volleyball, sleeping in, just having a good time before I head off to college. To be on the homecoming court for me is, like I said, just a huge honor. To be selected as one of the guys to represent the school out of all the great people that could have been chosen is just humbling, and I'm going to do my best to represent y'all well. For those of you who aren't graduating this year, I would just really like to encourage you to take advantage of all the fantastic opportunities that King's offers to you. They're great in academics, athletics, and extracurriculars, but where they really shine is in helping you grow in your faith. And that's more important than anything you'll ever learn here. So find those opportunities to help you get stronger as a Christian and in your faith, because that is infinitely more important than anything that you can ever do. Now it's time to express appreciation to everybody who's impacted my life so far. Don't worry, I'll try to keep this short. I'm fortunate enough that there are a lot of people who I could mention. First, I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my siblings Matt, Ben, Jake, and Kate. Next, I want to thank all the teachers and administrators who make King's Academy possible, and my church family who have lifted me up and pulled me in throughout my life. After that, I want to thank my escort, Anna Kate. You've been a great friend and example to me and others. Thank you. After that, the Bible Boy Scouts. You guys have made high school so much easier, and I couldn't have done it without you. I love you guys. Now for my two mentors, Coach Jack East, who wishes he could be here, and this guy, Coach Ryan. Yeah. Finally, I want to thank all of you, the student body, for making King's Academy what it is. It's been a great high school experience, and I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you. To wrap it up, a Bible passage that's one of my favorites that's impacted my life a lot is Romans 8, verses 38 and 39. It says, "For I am convinced that neither life, nor death, nor angels, nor rulers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God in Jesus Christ our Lord." Thank y'all for your time. God bless and go Lions.
I present to you again Mr. William Bradley McPherson. The 15th and final member of the 2022 homecoming court is Mr. Andrew James Pankey. Andrew is the son of James and Susan Pankey of Wellington. He is 18 years of age and has attended the King's Academy for 4 years. Andrew is escorted this morning by Miss Lauren Nicole Dana. Lauren is the daughter of Dr. Carl Dana and Avril Dana of Palm Beach Gardens. Andrew has played on the varsity football team for 4 years. He has been a member of the Key Club for 3 years and was part of the Conservatory's Matilda Show. Andrew has also been in Math National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and National Honor Society for 2 years.
Hello guys, my name is Andrew Pankey, but I go by
Hello
Pankey.
guys,
my name is Andrew Pankey, but I go by Pankey, and I'm so honored to be nominated for this year's homecoming court. This means a lot to me because it shows that I have a community supporting me, and it gives me a chance to have fun with my fellow classmates for my last year in high school. My favorite memory at TKA has to be my homecoming performance that I did last year of I Want It That Way. are my promposal to Lauren Dana that I did, the help of Gibeon. Although I've had a lot of great memories at King's, I'm really looking forward to college and being able to sleep in and use my science knowledge I've gathered over the years. I challenge the underclassmen to be yourself. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You know, it's scary coming into high school at first, but like once you just find who you are, it's a lot easier. So now it's time for the best part, the shout outs. First, I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and dad. Thank you for always supporting me and sending me to such a great school. Next, my teachers. Thank you, Mrs. Martin, for being my therapist and always being there for me. And to Mr. Henney, thank you. I mean, seriously, thank you for allowing me to pass AP Bio. And to my two teachers standing right here, Mr. Davis and Senora Hodges, thank you for giving me the best college recommendation. Shout out to my boy, DJ. The football team knows why. Shout out to the whole entire football team. You guys make every day just unforgettable. It's just crazy what happens. And saving the best for last, to the beautiful girl standing right by me, Lauren. Thank you for being my rock. My life has gotten so much better with you in it, and I hope nothing but the best for your future. And I can't wait for our future together. So now, vote for Pankey, and let's go to Sados.
I present to you again, Mr. Andrew Pankey. At this time, I would like to congratulate all of the members of the 2022-2023 Homecoming Court and their escorts. Let's give them all another big round of applause. I also want to make sure that we take one quick second to thank Mrs. Kohler and Mr. Kohler for all their work for all of homecoming. She's standing behind the stage, so let her hear you. Thank you, Mrs. Kohler. Remember that those of you in grades 9 through 12 will be voting during third period today for the young man and young lady we will honor as our 2022-2023 Homecoming King and Queen. I would like to thank each of our guests for attending this morning. Feel free to stay after and take a few pictures, a lot of pictures. And of course, we invite you to be with us this Friday night for the homecoming game and the crowning of the King and Queen. So I thank you again for being here, and at this time, you are dismissed. I'm going to dismiss teachers first for the students. And parents, guests, you're free to take pictures of this beautiful homecoming court that we have here this morning.